Hey, sixth grade math students, it's Miss Kaspersen. So today it is Friday, and you guys have the opportunity to not only just finish your exit ticket from either Wednesday or yesterday, Thursday, but you have the opportunity to correct it. So you can go in even if you've already finished it, and you can make sure that you agree with all the answers that you have currently. Before you go in and do any correcting or completing, I thought it would be a good idea if we did some additional learning or recapping of what we talked about in class these last 2 days during breakout rooms. So we're going to go through 3 of the problems that you guys saw during breakout rooms and our presentations. The first one we're going to look at is our problem on when we have a group of 12 boys, our banana problem. We have a group of 12 boys. The 12 boys make up 20% of the group. How many total people are in the group? So the first thing I'm going to ask myself as I'm working through this problem is, what do they give me? What do they tell me? Well, they tell me that 12 boys make up 20%. So I want to make sure that that information is on my double number line. So at 20%, I want to make sure that it has 12 people right above it, right? Because that's what the problem gives me. Now I'm going to look at what the problem is asking me to find. So what it's asking me to find is how many total people are in the group. This word total. Total, I know when I hear that word, that corresponds with 100%, because 100% of whatever I have is the total amount, right? It's my full thing. It's 100%. So I know that 100%, this is my question. My question is, what or how many people correspond with 100% in my group? All right, now I need to actually do the math. So I'm going to think there's a couple ways I could do this, but I'm going to start by thinking, is there a way I can go from 20% to 100%? In my head, I would think, I do know that there is a way. I know that if I multiply 20 times 5, I'm going to get to 100. Remember, what I do to one number line, I have to do to the other. So I know my next step is to do 12 times 5. If you were to use a calculator and do this math, you would get that your answer is 60. So for this question, I know that my final answer is 60 people. 60 people make up my full group. You could have also chosen to count up and fill in all of the hash marks, but I know that maybe in the exit ticket, they might not give me all the hash marks, and so maybe I don't want to spend the time counting all the way up. I know that maybe one of the easiest ways or most direct ways would be to just think about, how do I go from what I'm given, 20%, to what I need to know? And in this case, it's 100%. All right, let's tackle the next question together. We are going to look at the star fruit problem. And this problem is talking about Andre, who has a puppy that weighs 9 pounds. The vet says that this puppy is currently at about 30% of its adult weight. We want to know what the adult weight of Andre's puppy is going to be. So first question is always, what do they give me? What they give me this time is that the puppy currently weighs 9 pounds and that the puppy is at about 30% of its adult weight. So I know when I look at 30, I need to make sure that I have 9 pounds directly above it. And it looks like they've set it up for me. So I'm good to go on that question. My second step is always to think, okay, what are they asking me then to figure out? In this case, they are asking me to figure out what is the adult weight of the puppy. So when I think about the adult weight, right, the adult weight of a dog is going to be whatever its full-grown, its total weight is. And its total weight, or its full-grown adult weight, is going to be at 100%. So I know that they are asking me, what is the weight going to be when he's at 100%? Okay, I've figured out what I know, I figured out what I need to know, and now my step is, let's do the math, right? Okay, this one's a little bit more tricky, because when I think about 30, I notice that if I were to count up by 30s, I would have 30, 60, 90, and then I go to 120. So I never actually land on 100%. So I know in this case, I can't go directly from 30% to 100%. So I need to backtrack. I'm instead going to think about, okay, what happens if I go lower? Instead of 30%, I know that I can go from 10% to 100. So I'm going to figure out what Andre's puppy's dog probably weighed at 10% of its adult weight. So when I do that math, I'm going to go from 30 to 10%. And I know to go from 30 to 10, I'm dividing by 3. So I need to do the same thing to my 9. I need to divide by 3. And when I do 9 divided by 3, I end up with 3. Okay, I'm not done yet because that's 10% and I need to know 100%. So now my final step is now I need to go from 10% all the way up to 100. So what do I multiply 10 by to get to 100? Well, I know that answer. That answer is 10. 10 times 10 is 100. What I do to the bottom, I must again do to the top. So 3 times 10 is going to get me, if you use your calculator, 30. So I know that at its adult weight, this puppy is going to weigh 30 pounds. Okay? Great job with that problem, guys. Let's do one more problem together and see how we do with it. This time I have Han, who is buying an item with a normal price of $15, and he uses a 10% off coupon. Our question is, how much does he save by using the coupon? Okay, my first question is always, what do I know? What do they give me? In this case, they tell me that this item has a normal price of $15. So I know that its 100% price, its normal 100% price is 15. And it looks like they've already put that information on my double number line. Now I need to think about what are they asking me? And this is a little bit more of a challenging part of this question because it's a little bit more hidden. But as I unpack it, I notice that it says, well, he wants to use a 10% off coupon, and we want to know the price that this is going to save him. So I want to know what 10% of $15 is. So I want to know 10%, and I want to know what 10% of $15 is, so I can figure out how much it's going to save him. All right, I can do this now. Let's do the math. So, next step, how do I go from 100% to 10%? Well, I'm going from a bigger number to a smaller number, so I know I'm dividing. And I know 100, what do I divide it by to get to 10? I know that answer is 10. What I do to the top, what I do to the bottom, I must also do to the top. So I have to do 15 divided by 10. When you use your calculator this time, you are going to find that your answer is $1.50. So I know that he is going to save $1.50 by using this coupon. All right, guys, we've done some more learning together. Hopefully you feel a little bit more confident. If not, rewatch the video. Do it again and see if you can figure out the answers on your own before I say them out loud. Then go on and see if you can complete or correct your exit ticket. Thanks, guys. Talk soon.